And yes, I understand there are tutorials and...
We went from just a bunch of parts to a fully functioning RetroPie emulation system in about 10 minutes.
How you can make your Raspberry Pi into an emulation.
John, I hope this has convinced you.
I tried to make my own and failed.
John, the challenge for you is I'm going to disassemble this thing, I'm going to post it to you, I want you to put it back together on video in around 10 minutes.
Well, that brings us to where we are now. John Riggs, thank you for having us. And I have in here a box from Rabbit Engineering, my buddy Dave Nunez. I'm telling you, he does some pretty cool stuff. He does the little 3D printing things. He's been on the Metal Jesus channel a couple of times too. Really swell guy, and something like this is right up his alley. But when he saw my video where it's like, well, not everyone can do the thing, whatever I said, he was like, you can if you have the right tools. And that's kind of the philosophy I always have, kind of like making repros. Anyone can do it if you have the right tools. So he sent me all the tools, and he gave me a 10-minute challenge. Now, he did say I have to download a couple of things. Those links are in the description. I have to download the RetroPie image, and then something called Etcher. So I have those going behind me on my other computer. And while that's being downloaded, let's open up this box and see what he sent. As always, it starts off with a note, and the note reads as follows. Hey, John. Here's almost everything you need for the Raspberry Pi in 10-minute challenge, except for the HDMI cable. You're good, dude. I have HDMI cables. And the little Phillips head screwdriver. I have one of those too, so you're good. The SD card is in a little USB adapter in the plastic baggie. Oh, thank you. I didn't want to unstick the heat sinks from the Pi, so you only get 9 minutes and 30 seconds to do the challenge. Now, when you do these using heat sinks, well, a heat sink is kind of like a heat sponge. Imagine that. You just stick it right onto the circuit chip there, so instead of it overheating, the heat absorbs into the deal there. And he did this already. He proved he could, and then he erased everything, and then boxed it back up and sent it my way. So that's why he does that. And I have a link to his original video in the description as well. Have fun. Take it easy. Dave. All right, we have the star of the show, the Raspberry Pi. This is a Raspberry Pi 2, and should get the job done just fine for just about everything. Let's have a look inside. So here it is, a Raspberry Pi 2. It has 4 USB ports. Hey, maybe we can do some 4-player Ninja Turtles or something like that on here. We have here, looks like a power plug. It is a power source with a micro USB adapter. Now, sometimes you can use just like gas station micro USB cords and just plug it into the wall, but sometimes it doesn't have enough juice. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have enough strumpf to get games working 100%. But something like this, I bet, is going to work just fine. Now that is just too adorable, right? Oh my goodness. Has the parts for everything you need right there. And this lid, unlike the NES Classic Edition, this lid actually does open up, and that's where you plug in your ports and all that. I love it. That looks great. We have a couple of USBs here. I remember seeing these in his video. This one is basically just to transfer games over. Because to transfer games, all you need to do is like load up your ROMs onto this thing in a specific folder, and I'll show you those folders here in a second. And then once you plug it into your Raspberry Pi, the ROMs will know which folder to dump into automatically. So all you gotta do is plug it in, it'll dump the ROMs off automatically, and then you can just start playing them right from your Raspberry Pi. And then this here is going to be where I put the image, and that's what's downloading right behind me. In fact, I'm sure it's downloaded by now. Oh! He even included a USB Super Nintendo controller. Oh, how cool is that? Hey, this is perfect for if you're doing, hey, you can play Sega Genesis games on this, play whatever you want on this, but if you want that Super Nintendo experience, that's alright. This actually feels pretty comfortable, too. I like this. Fantastic. Alright. Well, I think we have everything we need. I'm going to take my phone out, because I'm going to time this. He's giving me, it's the 10-minute challenge. This is the Raspberry Pi 10-minute challenge, but because he already took away one of the steps from me, he already put on the heat sinks, I only got 9 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure I can get this done. I saw his video once, I'm only going to watch it once, I'm pretty sure that's the only tutorial I need. And trust me, if I can do this, Mr. Not Everyone Can Do a Raspberry Pi, if I can do this, I'm pretty sure you can do this. I need the image. Hold on, I gotta get my computer. Alright, so I have all the parts, and I have my netbook in front of me, and now the only thing I need to say is, okay, Google, 9-minute, 30-second timer.
Okay, 9 minutes, 30 seconds. Starting.
Alright, we're off, here we go. Alright, so I'm verifying that the part where I'm going to put the image in is empty, so I'm doing all the legwork here. So I'm going to close out of that, I'll close out of this. Now I opened up a program called Etcher. He said he suggested using Etcher, found at etcher.io, links in the description as always. Select image, and I already downloaded and unzipped onto the desktop is where I'll find this. And I gotta scroll all the way down to right here. And this is it. Click on this. Hit OK. And is it working? Oh, it looks like it's working. Okay, it will work as soon as I hit flash. Flash! I'm not going to sing anymore because I don't want to be strict by some copyright thing. Is it going? Oh, that's not good. Yeah, go for it. Is that it? Is it working? Is there a progress bar? Give me something. Come on now. Mass storage device USB. Is it working? I think it's working. I mean, there's got to be some kind of something or other, right? It's starting. It says it's starting. Hey, there we go. 0%. Holy moly. This is a slow computer. 1%. Okay, so it is actually doing something. While this is happening, just like Dave did in his video, I'm going to put together this bad boy. Okay, I'm wasting time by flipping this camera around and stuff. Alright, so we take this and we put this facing where it's supposed to go, and this should be perfectly aligned. Perfect. Yeah, because where the little things are and everything. Oh, except for when I knock it out of place. That's not good. The screws go where they're supposed to. Take my word for it, will you? I'm losing time doing this. Come on now. Screw the screws. Well, that's not a good look. Where'd I put my screws? I just had them. Oh, I put them back in the box. Hello, here I am being responsible. I have no idea where I put them. Uh-oh, they're dropping. You know, I just realized I'm going to be wasting a whole lot of time picking up this information. I shouldn't waste a whole lot of time, but my monitor that I usually use does not have HDMI. I'm going to have to use my TV in the living room there. I mean, you can literally see the living room behind me, but... Oh, hello. I keep forgetting I have this. Sorry, Steve. Steve was nice enough to gift this to me, and sitting right there this whole time. Just using manpower. Oh, it's already put together. Alright, next time for sure I'll use that. Alright, that's pretty cool. And... ta-da! Have it right there. And there's all the ports, easy to access. Neat. This is actually pretty cool. Links to everything, by the way, are in the description. If you want to build your own using the same exact tools that I'm using, that I was gifted from Dave, all those links are in the description as well. You know, it's funny, you could also just make your Raspberry Pi case out of this box and just cut holes in it. Actually, it might be kind of funny. Alright, now after it finished, now it's validating. So now I'm wasting precious time. Come on, work, go! Oh, is that how my keyboard looks? Ugh. Never actually look at it until I look at it through this monitor. No wonder I wash my hands all the time. Alright, come on, baby. I just passed the 5-minute mark, and I'm still waiting for this thing to validate. Downloading that program aside, the program, the image that you need for Raspberry Pi is like a 600 meg file, which isn't too bad, I guess. However, give me 9 minutes and 30 seconds. And half of it's sitting here waiting. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do to, you know, while this is happening, I suppose I could plug everything in. I'll get my HDMI plugged in over there, and that way when it's ready, I can just rush it straight over there and pop it in there. Because I'm not pausing this thing. I don't want to stop it for any reason. All right, just past the 1 minute mark, and it just now finished the thing. Okay, 45 seconds, and it just finished flashing. I'm going to pop it out, pop it in there, and it should work. Fingers crossed. All right, from what I understand, you take this, and it's like pin side up. Snaps into place. 20 seconds, let's go. Woo! Dude, come on, hurry. Plug it in. It's plugged in. Dude. Alright, I'm still not getting a signal. Oh, now I am. Now I am. There it is. We got it. It's working. Turn that off. That counts, right? We got it working. 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Who left my closet door open? Ain't that glorious. All I gotta do is configure a controller, load up some ROMs, we're good to go. Come on now. Alright, you know what? I'm going to load this up with the ROMs here coming up in a little bit. But, okay, I'll admit it. I'll be the first to admit it. This was a lot easier to set up than I thought. However, I'll still hold my ground by saying not everyone can just research the information, look it up, and do it easily. I still have some friends that would probably need some help with this. However, Dave's instructions on how to do this was very, very easy to follow and very simple, and all the links were laid out nicely. So again, A link to his video in the description below. Check out the card as well, and a link in the below for all of the parts used to make this one if you wanted to make one that looks like this. And it was pretty easy to set up. And now that I know how to do it, there's a couple of other RetroPie projects that I'm kind of curious on looking into, so you might see some more of those coming up in the near future. So anyway, thank you for watching, and again, thanks to Dave Nunez from Rigg'd Engineering, and make sure you check out that channel too, alright? Well, until next time, thanks for hanging out with me for a little while. See you soon, alright?